I'll have a read of the chat as well. So welcome everyone. Welcome to the start of my Empire Total War Darth Mod campaign, playing as the United States here. Most of my army is made up of colonial light infantry and minutemen. We've got one unit of cavalry, and we've got some artillery as well, and line infantry. We could demand the surrender, just out of curiosity. They've refused. And let's fight this one upon the battlefield. We're already getting some shots off. Here is the colonial light. We have Nathaniel Green. And he's the 1st Regiment afoot. Look lively, boys. Okay. We might need to go after their bowmen. Potentially. We're already starting to shell them from a distance. Okay, let's try and move my cavalry up. So I got some garrison warriors here. Are these the bowmen? No, these are garrison, armed tribesmen. Okay, we might just need a cycle charge. Let's rotate. Looks like they're not moving all of their army up. Oh, and we're just starting to pepper and bombard them where we can. There's no point of changing up the firing pattern either. Nice, good hit there. Let's get ready to wrap around behind them. There might be more in this fog of war that we just can't see. I think we wrap around. Okay. That's going to be fine. I might hold for now, but if they tend to turn, we might rotate. So it's still a little bit away before they're in firing range. But here they come, lads. Wait for it. Steady now. Alright, here we go. We'll watch the volley, and then we'll try and get my cavalry to wrap around as well. Aim! Fire! Super loud. Already we're wavering because we've dropped a handful of them. My cavalry is swinging around. We've managed to knock out 50-30 in their routing now. We might not even need the cavalry to come on in, as we're currently smashing our way on through the Cherokee garrison. Good stuff, fellas. Alright, don't even send in the cavalry. We're not going to need it. So thankfully, we were able to stop them from coming really quite close to us. And now the garrison is in a bit of a retreat. Even on very hard, they weren't no match for us there. Okay, let's speed things up. Okay, now that they're out of musket fire, I might try and hold you. We might just try and start charging in here if we can, because they are reforming. There we go. Here comes the cavalry. 116, we're still doing fine. Alright. So let's just try and speed things up a little bit. They're now gone. Maybe try and hit these guys. I will allow my artillery to go. Oh, we're getting a little bit caught here. We lost 20 with that charge. We do have to try and preserve some of this. Okay, let's go with the rear charge. Hang on, that shit's annoying. You can't be spamming meow and all this shit. I'm gonna put you on a timeout. You can't be spamming stuff. And same with these like emojis as well. Like members can spam the like unique emotes or put a couple in, but like you can't be doing that. That's just annoying. Okay. So we've managed to crush 4. There's still a couple more left over here. I think it's their bowmen as well. Yeah. Okay. Well, it doesn't seem like they're going to charge. So let's move the army up. We're not going to need artillery support. So we've won the first wave, now we just need to get rid of the last of them. We just can't see them in this fog of war. Or we might need to charge that, actually. Quickly divert and swing around. These Indian bowmen are actually super underrated. They're actually really good. Nice. Okay, we managed to knock out 30. Once again, guys, if you haven't already, make sure to hit the stream like. I'd really much appreciate it. That's all I ask for you guys to do on these live streams. Okay, they're coming back around here. Okay, so now they're drawing their axes, so we want to try and move back slightly. We have lost about 40. We don't particularly want to lose too much more. Okay. Let's move to about here. We also want to try and get out of bow range as well. Maybe swing the cavalry around so we can get line of sight. Okay, we might be able to get some shots off here, yep. Unfortunately, they're just sitting below the hill, so our firing won't be incredibly effective. Okay, that's a bit better. Oh shit. Oh no. My cavalry's retreating. Because there was some friendly fire. Look at that, the tracer rounds are actually going over. Oh no. Okay, they've recovered. Far out. Okay, that left unit's now broken. Okay, we are slightly... like a little bit close for my liking. There seems to be a fair few more here. So let's try and advance. But so far, the first battle of the campaign's doing quite well. I will get back to chat, I'm just focusing on this battle. Okay, let's start speeding things up. Oh, they're getting quite close. Oh, they're actually going to meet the front line here. And now our brave American boys are in hand-to-hand combat. Alright, they're currently trying to bow us out as well. So let's swing around here. Try and move around something like this. Let's give out some attack orders. Maybe even get it on it. Oh, I was going to say maybe even charge against them. But they seem to be routing now. Friendly fire can be an absolute killer in this. Alright, let's end the battle there. A heroic victory. We worked our way through it. Close. So the Admiral flagship. Okay, so that's why. They've got a 56 and an 18. Alright, we've really got to protect John Barry. But let's have our first naval engagement of the campaign. I'm not the best at naval battles, but the only way to get better is to practice, I guess. Alright. Let's end the turn and continue. So if I give out that order, yep. Are they going to go in a straight line? Because that's what I want. And we'll try and wrap around. But here is the Navy of the United States. As we move along up. The wind doesn't seem to be overly in our favor. So hopefully we can get some vengeance and retaliation on those bloody Brits that blockaded Boston. Okay, and they're still in this line. They sure are. So we do want to try and keep the chain. I think this is the best strategy. So you go around in a train and then you wrap around them and then you like continually to surround them. That's what I prefer. So standard round, chain shot or grapple shot. I think we stay with a selected select round shot. I think we just go with round shot. Unless there's someone in the comments that thinks chain and grape shot definitely should be used in Darth mod. What's this here? Oh, that's the general. Okay, so we're slowly but surely sailing our way on up. We're already on fast forward as well. We can drop anchor. No, I think we leave that there. Yeah, so we continue to go something like this. And we'll try and keep the general around. Okay, so there's the Admiral's ship. So if we can sort of swing around, maybe this way a bit more now. And then wrap around, that's the play I want to go for. God damn those British ships. Yeah, god damn those ships. Okay, everyone's properly on. Fire at will as well. Okay. So, there is now a little bit of fire going on. Now, if I'm not mistaken... So if this ship is here, we want to go with a right shot if we can. Wait for it. Fire! Very nice. Okay, this one is getting a little bit caught here, so we might have to fire with this one. Load the 12 guns on the right. Oh wow, this one takes a lot longer. Alright, I don't know why you're taking so long. Takes quite a long time to reload, oh my god. Alright, try and hit them. Let's give out some attack orders. You try and go for this. Okay. I don't really know who's winning. Still incredibly close. Okay, the chain has broken, which is fine because I think we're going to be able to surround some of these. Alright, let's move the general up. Just currently trading back and forth. Oh, we hit 100 likes. Oh, thanks guys. I really appreciate that. That really does help a lot out on the stream and video. Okay, let's swing around this way. Okay. Maybe we need to go for a left shot here if we can warm it up quick enough. Because that's going to be devastating if we can get off. Come on. Massive. Okay, we are encircling them quite well. Just hopefully we can hold off and get the W. Okay, that one's nearly destroyed. Okay, they're now wavering. That's brilliant. Shit. There we go. Oh, that unit's getting caught. We're maybe committing too many more on this one. Start hitting you. Okay, they're now gone. We've lost one of our own, but we should have the numbers on them. We're actually firing their unit here with our general unit. Are they moving this ship out potentially? No, I don't want to hit that because it's going to be... Oh no, that slightly hit them. That hit our own ship actually, matter of fact. Still going to take a little while to wind that up. Yeah, I don't know what this one's doing. We did make the right play in not committing the general there. Oh, just got to be careful. because they might make a play for him. Okay, let's go back for this one. Yeah, they seem to be maybe even retreating, potentially. Let's regroup everyone up and try and go for this. I always find the Dutch campaign was almost impossible to succeed in. The French and British always call... France and Spain always cause me troubles, yeah. The United Provinces campaign is actually really hard in this. Alright, try and go for this unit here. Then we have to go for the last ship remaining. They seem to be withdrawing now anyway. Oh. Just bumped my monitor. I use chain if you can get a broadside hit from more than one ship, then sail down and hit the second. Chain shot is for sails, grape shot is for soldiers, round is for ships and soldiers. Oh, thanks, Fritz. That was actually quite helpful. Yeah, so maybe earlier on in that fight... Well, we can still use it on this. So I guess the larger the ship, with more sails, it kind of neutralizes it. Maybe slows it down. Just depends what you need to do to the ship, that's the thing. I don't want to send my general up here, because we've done so well. We've only probably lost one compared to their two. So they're fully surrendered. They haven't, though. So let's move the general back. It does take quite a while to sort of move about here. So let's try and get you to surround them. Don't commit this general too far. This is probably the cleanest naval controls I've seen out of a total war. I thought you meant by me. We got pretty clunky towards the end there, but I guess the naval battles in Empire are pretty good. They're better in Napoleon. Oh, and we've claimed victory. Try taking the ships and boarding them as worth more. Or you can take them once you've surrendered. So if they're surrendered, right, can I just mark... Well, the thing is, I'm going to be able to take a certain amount. Because you can board them, can't you? I do want to try and capture as many of these ships about... To bring in... We want to try and capture as many ships as we can. We want to use them. We don't want to give them to some... upstart privateer. Oh, you're running Darth mod. Yeah, I am, Lars. You can take them with a surrender. Boarding ring ensures that they do surrender. Okay, so technically, I guess that ship there... Yeah, okay, right, I understand what you're saying. I can barely recall what the usual UI looks like. Well, I prefer the transparent UI, to be fair. I think you can see more of the screen. Okay, let's end the battle there. Don't give up the ship, James Mugford. And we are going to be able to bring this in. The Admiral's flagship as well, the 5th rate. Holy shit. We've commandeered your vessel, I'm afraid. Matter of fact, if I could put units in, that would be more beneficial. Okay, let's negotiate with the Iroquois. I will demand your surrender. They've refused. So they got 5,000 in there compared to 6,000. Oh wow, this is like an 11,000 man battle. This is massive. Let's chuck a save just in case the game crashes. Right, let's fight this one on the battlefield. Hopefully take Niagara. Like, try and get a shot off here, fellas, if you can. Bring down those horsemen. Okay, they are going to try and swing around. But hopefully we can pepper them enough. Well, that's not too bad. They're actually going to flank there well. Just have to be a little bit careful. I want to get my entire army in. I'm in no rush. Okay, the only problem with something like this is when the friendly fire goes a bit nuts. Okay, so now that they're moving out, I was nearly tempted just to send the cavalry in. Okay, so we've actually got everyone in. Unfortunately, just because of the RNG of the reinforcements, we haven't actually got any artillery pieces. So that's a little bit significant, but it's okay. Let's try and move up, because we don't want this battle to go for too long. Let's get to a better position. And cavalry, there does seem to be a lot of trees on this left-hand side, even the right as well. So let's try and move you here, and let's keep the general further back. Okay, so everyone try and double time and get to a better quality position. And then we'll try and get stuck into the main army after those first couple of initial skirmishes. Mr. Frodo. Hey Simpzy, been watching a lot of your Medieval Kingdoms 1212 campaigns lately. Really enjoying the content. Oh, thanks man. That was very kind for you to say. Ever think you'll revisit the game this year? Would love you to play as a underdog like Croatia. It's on the list, but I have no plans to do it in the immediate future. I've been told that the updates are pretty good, but I don't know. I've done so many campaigns, like there was literally a year, I think, where I must have done 15 campaigns. So my thinking is there much of a difference for me to go back to those campaigns and redo some of them? Like, for example, for this Empire campaign, although I've done an American campaign, it's been, I don't know, 7 years since I've played a campaign. So it does... I do think about going back to that, but I don't know. The problem is as well, I played that game in beta, so maybe there is a bit of a difference. Or, not beta, but like early access. I don't know, maybe I need to stream it, because it is really popular. And a lot of stuff has changed with that particular mod. We'll just wait for these 2 more units to come on in and we'll move up. But I do highly recommend 1212 AD. Like, Attila mods make that game. I actually prefer modded Attila than the Grand Campaign. Holy shit. Okay, so it does seem like they actually are moving up, which is interesting. Okay. That's everyone here. Cool. Well, let's move further up. Why won't it let me do that? There we go. And... oh, here we go. So what's this? Native warriors. No, we don't want to be getting hit by those. So pull back over here. They got some lancers nearby. So let's move into a better position. And we might even... I can't see them because they're in the fog of war, unfortunately. Maybe move my I can't even hide my cavalry here, so maybe just move them here. Maybe halt with these guys because they're in fire, in range of hitting these. So they should take the initiative of getting some shots off. Yeah, they will though. Fire! Okay. So it looks like some of the native warriors are moving up. And we're starting to pepper them as well. Okay, so it does seem to be a couple units here, but if we can go something like this and surround them, that's what I want. Alright, so just a little bit of skirmish fire back and forth. It's really funny that early American Civil War was basically just our position, your enemy front line. I'm here to slightly like trench warfare, I suppose so. Alright, so that's an interesting charge here. Okay, it doesn't seem like they're flanking me hard on this, so let's try and go like something like that. Well, they do have some here actually. We're hiding our cavalry there. Well, let's move the General's bodyguard up slightly. Oh, they're actually hitting me here with what? I can't even see that. Let's advance. We're still holding from that cavalry charge. I actually can't even see them. That's super interesting. Like, do we have to be in such point blank range to see that? Alright, continue to go here. There we go. So we're actually getting hit by musketmen. So let's try and return the favour. It's good that we're not just fighting axemen or bowmen. We're actually coming up against some of the native musketmen as well. Okay, there does seem to be more here now. And they've actually wrapped around me here. So we're going to need that cavalry to come over and help. Big time. Okay, unfortunately because we haven't got any artillery, we do have to be a little bit careful at an approachment. And we've been nearly ambushed there slightly. Okay. Let's continue to advance as well. We need the cavalry. We need to ignore them wrapping around like that. Okay. The more we can surround them, the better. The more angles we can open up. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. They did catch us here, though, which is annoying. If we can send in the cavalry, that can stop them. Dude, that was kind of crazy, the line of sight that they had on us. Oh, no, that doesn't want to... I don't want it to be there. I want it to be more like this. There we go. Alright, let's just try and trade some fire now. Mr. Frodo once again. It's definitely worth a revisit. The game is absolutely stunning, I agree. In my opinion, the best Total War game. Okay, although it has annoying problems. Yeah, some people have like optimizational issues. But, yeah, modded Attila is very, very good. And particularly with the 1212 AD mod. You nearly get that game for that. But also, there's also some other fun mods as well. The Age of Justinian mod. One of the last campaigns I've done on Attila in recent memory was a lot of fun as well. Okay, so still a little bit back and forth. Still trading firepower. They might even have more of their reinforcements coming on in as well. The general's just sitting further back. If we had some artillery, we could probably punch through a lot of this. Let's move my cavalry around. Okay, just make things look a little bit nicer. Still let everyone have the ability to fire at will. Okay, why are these guys moving weirdly to some extent? Those cavalry are getting caught, so let's try and move them around. Oh shit, here we go. Just try and hold your position. So we've got a couple units routing here, which isn't the best. We're still currently firing. It's just they're engaging me here. We're also just not seeing them. Okay, we need our... Oh, that cavalry unit retreated. We need to swing you around here, get some cycle charges in. Our center's actually broken here, and this left-hand side. I'm not entirely sure why. Maybe because of the musketmen there? Oh wow, we've actually capitulated here on the left. Wow, that's surprising. The right we're holding. Maybe we're getting fatigued and now it's turning into a bit of a land battle slug. Or a melee slug, as a matter of fact. Oh shit, this actually might have turned into a bit of a close one. Hang on. This position is still fine. We're still hitting a lot of them. Okay, and even some of these guys have recovered, a matter of fact. Wow, okay. The enemy general is dead. That's huge. That might actually turn the tide of things. Alright, you need to pull further up here. You're now back. Okay, maybe move the general slightly up. Actually, matter of fact, you get the general to hit here. What's this? Musketmen. Maybe some of their bowmen are just like hitting us like quite a lot. So maybe sending some cavalry in to help. Try and swing you around here. You continue to move back. You can deal with the native warriors. It's just the lancers I'd prefer to be hitting. Okay. Okay, we've managed to swing things back in our favour, but we've recovered. Dude. I guess that's just like a very hard battle for you. Sometimes things can turn on a knife's edge. There we go. Yeah, it's this unit here, because the bowmen, you don't think about it, but the native bowmen are like such a strong unit. Dude, my left side just like buckled there. Holy fuck. And now we're smashing them. There we go. Maybe we need to get a charge back around here. Because look at them, they are absolutely drilling us. It's probably one of their better units. The Iroquois bowmen. They're coming back around again. We just need to maintain our position and continue to outfire them, I think. There we go. Alright, you need to move like here. Okay, we're doing a bit better here. Gotta watch out for the general unit. Dude, what a crazy fight this is. You gotta give it to the Iroquois. They are fighting to the last man. Holy shit. They're swinging here fine. It's a pretty epic battle. Still raging on as well. But they mustn't have many more units left. Oh, we got more reinforcements coming on in. Artillery to come and sweeten things up. Hell yeah. Or maybe that's why they had... Maybe they had more units and stuff coming in as well. I can't wait to have a look at the casualties sustained and inflicted for this one. Juicer. They're coming in. Dude, some of these Minutemen and militia are actually running out of ammunition. Wow. Alright, we got more guys coming in as well. We actually got a fresh cavalry unit as well, so let's try and move that in. The 1st Regiment Dragoon. Yeah, I guess we end because we sieged them, didn't we? So let's end that battle there. Heroic victory is an understatement. Wow. What a result. So I might need to hold votes on some of those. Okay, well, I think we move into Montreal and see what happens. We haven't had a battle against the British. So let's demand the surrender. They've refused to surrender Montreal to us. So we'll try and take it by force. Our first battle against the British as well. Should be a good one. Because if they get a proper shot, we're kind of fucked. With the muskets there. Alright, we're moving up slowly. I think we do it. Let's cross our fingers and hope this general doesn't get sniped, but he could very well do it. Alright, let's go on in, fellas. Charge! Charge! The artillery bunker. Okay. Okay. Keep going. We've lost 4, 5. Get it down nice and low. 8 now. Nearly been neutralized. Okay, I'd say that's neutralized. And then go for the next one. Okay. I do kind of want to get up and over this ridge. Slightly. To about here. There goes the general, I would assume. Whoa. Why can't I deploy here better? Oh, the movement's going to cook me there if we're not careful. Alright, so the artillery has been neutralized. However, our general was killed. We did lose 20 in the process. Okay, let's move up here and we'll start getting some shots against the British, who have actually brought some of their own irregular musketmen. So we got the 7th Regiment of Foot coming up against the United States 4th. Alright guys, line up and return fire against the British. They're coming pretty bloody close. Nice, we got some shots going off here. The way they're deploying, we might actually need to... Oh wow, they're giving chase. Try and advance something like this. Oh, here we go. The 1st Grenadier is really getting stuck into them. Some of them are just charging with bayonets on our front line. Alright, they might move their cavalry in here. Do we have time to form square? No, we don't. Oh, we might do. But the 1st Grenadier is in fierce fighting with the 1st Regiment of the garrison. One of them did form square, but would it be enough? Alright, let's swing around here. Still peppering from our position back here as well. Nice. Okay. We just seem to be charging. And I'm not entirely sure why. They just seem to be so... Maybe we just need to chuck on guard mode. Maybe that's it. Because they seem to be moving out of their position and advancing. Alright. Let's speed things up. So, it seems like it's worked. Oh, that general's bodyguard unit is going to be destroyed anyway, so we might as well try and get rid of theirs. Oh, there's a lot of dragoons there, though, eh? Maybe try and form square on this flank here. Okay, it looks like these guys are trying to form up and trade back with us. The 7th Regiment of Foot are trying to conceal themselves in the wheat or tall grass here. The American 15th is trading back with them hard. Okay. Oh, looks like that's forming that square massively helped us out here. And we should be able to get rid of the 1st Regiment of the British Dragoon. So, if we are successful here today, we're going to be able to take one piece of territory in Canada. Yeah, you need to toggle on guard mode. Yeah, I think that was the problem that I just figured out. Alright, might even try and move something like this. You guys form up here, and we'll try and get rid of these guys. Run down there, potentially. Alright, get the cavalry to swing around this way. Alright, you go over here, because we want to deal with you. Let's try and pin this unit in advance. Let's move up here as well. So at the moment, nothing too crazy tactically, just trying to finish off the last of them here that are holding. Oh wow, we actually charged that unit down there and they retreated, seriously. Huh. Okay, that's something. Okay, now we're actually trading with them here. It's being a little bit more difficult. We sent our cavalry in. Let's try and open up some angles on these guys. Looks like the 7th are going to charge at us or get to a more advanced position. Alright, try and hit them totally. You try and hit this, you try and hit that. Let's warm things up a little bit nicer. They form square there. Maybe that's trying to help them from getting surrounded slightly. They're now gone. get everyone here to fire into that. You're still doing well here. The 1st Grenadier and the 2nd Regiment of Foot should be able to make the 1st Regiment of the British Militia done and dusted. They should be able to take them out. But here are the Grenadiers. These guys look fantastic. It's just the number of them that are holding. Okay, if we can get on top of this unit here, we can get rid of that General's Bodyguard, I think. Maybe try and get the artillery to hit this position. We might be able to win. Right, yeah, shoot down on this guy if we can. It's not the clearest shot. So you need to be further down, I guess. And then we go with a proper volley. I think this unit's like stuck here, as a matter of fact. Shooting down here is like shooting fish in a barrel. Okay. It's just this unit here. Well, maybe we just charge in with our melee. Just charge in. Fasten bayonets, lads. Charge! That's a pretty good charge. Some of the Minutemen have got hatchets. That's quite funny. And there goes the general unit. Timothy Gosling of the British Empire is no more. Let's end the battle there. Heroic victory. I think we attack Michigan now, though. Yeah, I don't want to risk an auto-resolve, even though I kind of want to auto-resolve it. We've already played 3 Indian battles, but auto-resolves I do not trust. Or that to get to space travel, every civilization destroys themselves. There was someone theorizing that every single black hole is a civilization that basically nuked itself into oblivion or folded on itself. That's kind of fun. There's a lot of fun theories. But I don't know necessarily. Okay, so let's try and get some angles up here. Looks like the cavalry are going to charge into us. But yeah, it's the whole thing, isn't it? It's like, if there are aliens, where are they? Or if we are the only so-called sentient life in the universe, what is our responsibility to do that if we find other aliens? If you guys haven't seen, Alt Shift X did a really good video on it. I believe it's what's it called? Alternate Worlds, I think, or Greater Worlds. It's kind of, if you like alien stuff, it will scare the shit out of you, that video. Something Worlds, and it's like basically, I'll just like explain it. So we are the only sentient life in the universe, and then we like go out and we find other life, but there's only like, essentially like cattle and birds and stuff. But the only other life in the universe which is sentient is like these crazy genetic beings that like genetically modify shit, and it's like terrifying as fuck. That they basically come and enslave the human race and genetically modify them. And we like the human race over hundreds of thousands of years gets like spored out and devolves into different stuff. It's crazy. They're like these huge galactic beams. Like, oh yeah, we'll just modify these people, making them essentially workers for them. Like, that would be so terrifying if some big space whale-looking fucking thing came down and just zipped us all off and genetically modified us for whatever worlds they wanted to be worked on. That scares the shit out of me. Being turned into some fucking flesh cube. Or some, like, worker dog. Oh, God. Ugh. After humans? Maybe that's it. I can't remember. I think it's something to do with worlds. It's nearly worth looking it up, because I'd really, really recommend you guys watching the video. The United States of India. That's what they're hoping. The Maratha Confederacy landing here. Yeah, we're gonna have to teach them a lesson. We might. Well, the thing is, I was actually already planning to go over and try and conquer India at some point. A talk for another time with some good liquor. Yeah. I don't know. With 1 billion planets around suns, I truly hope so. The story is such a weird story. The illustrations are disturbing. What's up with the spam? Yeah, it occasionally happens. It's annoying, but I don't know. I try to keep... I try to, like, we just have to catch them. I don't know. Like, the thing is, it's so weird with the spam shit. Like, every single time you see that, that's a new YouTube channel that's, like, spamming stuff. So, I think I banned, like... Must be hundreds of them. But it's like, I kind of want people to be able to come in and say whatever they want. But it's also the fact that, there's, like, spam and stuff occasionally, which is annoying. So we just have to ban it constantly. So, I could turn subscriber mode on, but... then there's not enough people commenting. Like, the more people that comment, the better. I could turn it to, like, member mode as well, but then... I don't know, I don't really want to do that for you guys. I don't think you should have to pay to talk to me, really. So you just have to live with it a bit. But it's kind of annoying. I have turned on some of the moderation filters, but then sometimes people's innocent comments get caught as well. Okay. We're taking it easy, just trying to pepper some of the armored tribe here. I would have ideally liked to auto-resolve this fight, but no matter. Yeah, but it, like, do you guys reckon there's sentient life within our galaxy? No, not sentient life, alien life, maybe. Don't they, like, think there's stuff under ice caps and stuff? There might be some shit. There's heaps of stuff, even, like, there's, like, there's, like, shows and stuff that there's stuff frozen under Mars. It's kind of cool. I love that sort of stuff. I love the Expanse. I haven't really played too much Stellaris, but I am inclined to that sort of stuff. I do love Star Trek, actually. I'm more of a Star Trek fan than a Star Wars fan, to be honest. Star Wars is pretty good, but I love Star Trek. Like, even though it's controversial, but I like Voyager. I grew up watching Voyager. Janeway in a fucking coffee. I still got a little bit of that. Coffee, pronto. Fucking good old Janeway, holy shit. Not the biggest fan of the new stuff though. Holy crap. Apparently that New Worlds is pretty good, but I haven't seen it. I watched a bit of Discovery and fucking hated it. Okay, we're peppering them here. And don't even get me started on Star Trek Picard. Alright, let's advance here. It's hard for there not to be with infinite galaxies. Well, that's the thing, is the mathematical probability that there are aliens, in the sense of whether or not they're sentient or not. We don't even know how life is created, and then there's the whole, like, sentient life as well that they're not entirely sure of. But we don't even know what the fuck we are, which is terrifying. Okay. Meanwhile, they're pushing us quite hard here. Maybe try and flank. I think it's got something to do with carbon. And, like, water. And a certain amount of earth elements. It's not really my subject of expertise, but I do like to sort of talk about more of the philosophy of it. Okay, maybe go over here to help. Alright, we're starting to pressurize them well. You might need to form into square if we need to. Oh, Jesus. I think we're okay, but it's still going to be a bit of a tough one. Our centers capitulated. Yeah, maybe wrapping them around really just didn't make a difference. Hopefully some of these guys recover. And then we can bring them back. They're getting pushed back. Okay, we have one here. So that means these guys can move over here. Maybe move the general over here. Try and hit into this. You're now getting engaged. Still quite close, this one. Alright, you've come back. Alright, continue to hit into this. You're firing into this. We need to get this cavalry in over here to help us, if we are going to pull this one out the bag. Okay, some of these units are recovering, which is brilliant. And then, once we're done, the Iroquois have been destroyed. Hell yeah. We can focus the rest on the British-Canadian territory. Okay, the general's getting caught here, so we need to move you out of this. Swing you around. Okay. Bit of a wild battle. Not everyone was at full strength. You gotta be careful when fighting against the Iroquois. They're quite a strong faction. Oh, these bowmen, we don't want to get them to hit us from the rear. Holy shit. That could be really costly. Man, if I could get a couple bowmen in our army, if we could have if we had a regiment of American bowmen, holy shit. That'd actually be so good. Didn't Churchill want a unit of longbowmen in World War II? Wasn't that a thing? And then on top of that, there was that British officer that fought with a fucking claymore sword, didn't he? Hilarious. Oh, we're still gonna be quite close here. Shit, hopefully we can pull it off. Fuck, we might lose this still. Yeah, maybe the auto-resolve was a little bit realistic, eh? Holy shit. We're going down to the absolute final wire here. Okay, let's try and wait for some of these units to recover if we can. And then we'll go into the last of them here. So what's over here in the forest? Native bowmen and some chief guard. Okay. Well, let's allow these units to get a bit of a breather, because we might need this for this last push. Maybe form a wedge. And we'll try and flank with you as well. Okay, let's march further up here. I'm going to go a little bit wide, even though it would risk a charge, but getting shots off is probably more vital for us. And we'll try and move you here as well. Okay, so hopefully we can hold this back. They are intertwining themselves into the tree line, which is something we have to watch out for. Okay, good. We've got the range on them, so let's continue this. So what have they got here? It's bowmen and then a cavalry unit. These guys are actually out of ammunition. Well, these aren't. Alright, let's continue just to fire into that then. If they're going to sit there, because we're definitely going to need it. Prime the powder. And fire. If they're going to sit there, we'll keep doing it. Alright. I think we just try and use all of our available ammunition. Dude, this is way too close. We nearly bloody lost it talking about aliens and Star Trek. I will get back to chat because I do want to engage with a lot of what you guys were saying. But I also kind of just want to watch this so they don't charge. I think they're just exhausted as well, the 5th Regiment of Foot. Just do we use all this gunpowder on them, or do we save some for the general? Because there is a fair few of them. So maybe try and move you up and then try and send you in. Get you to halt. Try and move you out of the way. So that we can get a shot at the cavalry. They're pulling further back. Annoying. No, there we go. This is something I want, though. If we can move that bow unit out of the way, and we can get some shots against the general, it'd be worth it. Yeah, charge on in. Against the bowman. Because I'm not overly confident about everyone else charging into that general unit. Unless we weaken them up a bit. The bowman's a different story. It's the general unit there. Because I think we're technically outnumbered. Yeah, with the cavalry and the unit there. Okay, that's now destroyed. You pull you further back. And try and advance slightly. They're actually out of ammunition, so you're going to have to charge in. Come on, everyone get in. 1 unit remaining. Oh no, Nathaniel Green died. 61, we might have lost this then. We just got the RNG of that. Come on. Fight, men, fight! We killed their general, we've traded. Come on. 38. Dude. It's literally their general against mine, but I think they've got the numbers on us. Yeah, I think they get... Oh, dude, this is so tough. Who's going to capitulate first? Holy shit. I think they are. I think they've just got the number on us. No! We lost. Oh, fuck. By like 24 units as well. Shit. Oh, yeah, so they've attacked Maryland. Wow. Maryland is under attack by Indians. As if they've done that. Well, we might actually play this one. Because we've still got 1,300. They've only deployed 2,600. We've got 2 militia infantry here. Then we've got the firelock armed citizenry. Grab your rifles, boys. Maryland is under attack. We might try and snipe the general. We also might try and snipe the elephants, but we'll see how we go. Who would have thought? They sailed so far away. What would be annoying is if they gave Maryland to a neutral faction. Like if they gave it to Poland or something. That shit would be so annoying. Okay, so we're getting a little bit of a volley off here. Get some of their cavalry. Alright, we've actually been hit here. Oh. Dude. That guy just got absolutely driven into there. Okay. Bit of musket fire trading back and forth with the general's bodyguard. Our cavalry's getting stuck into our unit here. Alright, we're already in a retreat. I suppose just try and hit some of those elephants. I don't know. Damn. Unfortunately, already in a full retreat. Decisive defeat. Yeah, I wasn't expecting to win. I kind of wanted to see their army build, to be fair. Hopefully we got some solid volleys. Dude, we did nothing. Holy fuck, 42. We might have been better off to auto-resolve it. As Maryland has fallen to Indian occupation. Who would have thought that? Oh, they attacked me. Well, that's not too bad. John Sullivan. Come on, let's take out these elephants. We'll fry them up. Alright, so we've got artillery supremacy on them, but they have the elephants. Dude, how strong are elephants in Empire? But the Achilles campaign was fun. I'm not the biggest fan of the Trojans in that one, though. But I don't know. I'm more of a campaign map kind of guy, to be honest. Like, if it's actually got a good campaign map, I'll probably like it more. Oh, dude, that's a very good shot there. There we go. We'll get the first American regiment of dragoons to try and hit these guys. Skirmish mode should be inactivated. And it wasn't, so they're probably going to catch us there. You're fucking kidding me. Move the dragoons back. Fuck! They actually got capitulated. Well, fire into this. There's 140 of them. This skirmish mode wasn't on. We took out a couple of their elephants as well. Just continue to bombard that. They might recover because there's quite a lot of them. Yeah, dude, I don't know how we're going to deal with these elephants. Okay, I guess we move like here. Alright, get the artillery to continue to hit them. We might need to form square over here. Oh, there we go. We're getting a couple of them. Yeah, continue just to hit them there with the artillery. There we go. Oh my god. We just absolutely decimated them. Holy shit. But also, a lot of you guys would have got Troy for free. So I think it's a fine free game. Oh, we got the Dragoons back. Perfect. They've come back. Like, it's actually not bad for like a free Total War game on Epic. Okay. Right, try and move you back. Those elephants are flanking me now here. So I think getting all our artillery to hit elephants is the play. Alright, get them to move back. Are they going to be able to... is the artillery going to be able to turn and fire up that hill enough? Oh, that's not too bad. You can actually get... There's a little bit of trees in the way and stuff. They're flanking hard. Oh, there we go. We're actually hitting their position a bit. There we go. Dude, our artillery is smashing these elephants. Thank God. The United States fighting on the fields of Maryland against the Indians. Who would have thought? What a wild campaign. Alright. Has anyone else experienced this? Has the Maratha Confederacy ever attacked America on your Darth Mod campaigns? It's actually kind of crazy. Alright, so we're starting to hit their infantry now. The Dragoons are just getting caught because they're getting stuck into, like, proper melee cavalry. Alright, thankfully those elephants tried to flank and are being subdued. Right, let's try and target some of these units that are now moving up here. And we'll try and fire into this cluster. So we've got musket fire trading. The 13th and the 3rd Grenadier is currently firing against the Indian infantry. Okay. Maybe... Oh, I was going to say maybe try and move you to a better position, but that's probably okay, fine there. Alright, the elephants have been taken out. Looks like these poor puppies aren't going to be going to the zoo, unfortunately. Okay, they seem to be clustering a lot here. So maybe we give out some more shots. There's a lot of them clustering here. Come on. They do have their own artillery. They actually got elephants further back. Okay, they actually seem like they're going to charge. Still fire into that, I guess. Oh, they're retreating now. Good. Let's speed things up. The general's getting hit slightly, so let's move you back. The Dragoons were slightly wasted in this, but it's okay. I think we're good now. Oh, cavalry charge coming here. You can't form square because you're not the proper unit to do so, which is unfortunate. Right, try and hit some of the... maybe we just try and hit those elephants there. As the Indian army is now in a full retreat. We do want to try and shoot and try and take out as many of them as we can. So we don't have to run them down. The United States is going to win a glorious victory against the Maratha Confederacy. Oh my god. I'm still shocked. I'm absolutely gobsmacked that this has happened. Wouldn't be a Simpzy Total War campaign without fucking something wild like this happening. It's so fucking typical. Straight up madness. Yeah, cannon versus elephant. That was a good statement. That was going to be messy. Total War 10,000 BC with sticks, pointy sticks and rocks. Yeah. It'd be very, very hard to do. Didn't they try to do a Far Cry game? The poor elephants. They were here for the tourist trip. Avenging the other Indians, yeah. All I know is John Wayne movie. They're going to make a 200-year later of this historical event. It's going to be insane. Hey Simpzy, ever going to do CK3 video again? I would be certainly very happy. From Max Gunn. I'm sorry to burst your bubble, but no. I have no plans to play CK3 anytime soon. Not saying it's a bad game whatsoever, but I just don't think it's my type of game. I had fun with my England campaign and my Jerusalem series, but that's kind of it. I'm kind of done. I prefer to play campaigns and conquer territory and build up empires and stuff. And the amount of time it takes to do that in that game, I just don't know if I enjoy it. But it's not a bad camp. It's not a bad game by any means. But I don't know. I'm not the biggest fan of CK2 vanilla. Like what I enjoy about those games are the mods. Like if there's a CK3 Game of Thrones game, 100% I'm gonna play that. The Lord of the Rings one as well is a little bit weird, but actually, to be fair, actually, I'm gonna make a point here. This might be controversial. I had more fun with the Crusader Kings 3 Shogun campaign than I did with the base game. When I played my campaign as the Takeda, that was so much fun, actually. Okay, now I forgot about that. That's actually a lot better. I don't know. I just don't... Like, going around conquering clans actually makes more sense. I just don't know if I'm the biggest fan of that. I don't know. Just the way they do it, it's just like building up... It's like building up family lines and dynasties and getting techs and, like, not conquering territory. Like, I don't know if I'm the biggest fan of that. And, like, they try to, like... It's like... They don't want you to hoard all these titles as well. So it's like, then I have to play with mods, and it's like, well, do I even want to be playing this game to begin with? The way they want me to be playing it. So, I just come to the conclusion, I just don't know if it's my type of game. I don't know. I can't be the only one who wants to paint the map. Is anyone else like that, or is it just me? But the thing is, the Game of Thrones one makes even more sense because there's a clear, like, way of getting titles. Like, if you play as let's say, you want to play as the Boltons, and you want to rise up against the Starks, then become Warden of the North, and then try and make a claim to the Crown of Westeros if you can get some bloodline, claim. Like, that's fun. Game of Thrones, like, a Game of Thrones CK3 is way better than any vanilla campaign it would be, in my opinion. And also with the Game of Thrones mod, everything's built up. There's not like this disparity and this like really bad distribution in like who's got what, like armies and tech-wise as well. Like, you obviously start in like kind of like the Dark Ages, like the early medieval period. In Game of Thrones, it's all built up and they're all at the same sort of tech, except for when dragons come, of course. But even in CK2, I would actually not use dragons. I'd try to get rid of them. Right, let's end the battle there. Heroic victory against the Maratha Confederacy, though. We wait and let them attack us on the road a bit better. I think we fight this one and try and risk it and see how we go. Let's fight. Alright, we couldn't form square here because we don't have the tech with these guys. Alright, they're going straight into me. Try and hit these units further back. You try and hit this. Are there units that can form square that are having potential threats from cavalry, maybe? So let's do that. Okay, they have been crushed. Right, we've won here. Move the cavalry back. We might even try and get them to try and hit some cavalry. Try and hit into this. Alright, get this cavalry around. They've got some units defending, but it's probably not a bad idea. So at the moment... Oh, we've got some units coming out to meet us. Maybe just try and run down those dragoons. I'm off after this battle. Make it a good one. Oh, no pressure, Chance. No pressure. Hopefully it's good. But yeah, man, come and go as you please. It's going to be a juicer, this one. It's probably going to be a long one, actually. Because it's not just this army we have to deal with, it's a reinforcing one. But I do appreciate you stopping by once again, and really thank you for the super chats this stream as well, Chance. I really, really do appreciate it. Really does help out, and it ensures future streams, so thank you, thank you. Alright, so far they've splashed upon our front line like water on rock. We're now flanking. There might just be a cavalry engagement. They've got... I might try and pivot around because I do want to try and cheekily get that artillery piece if we can. We're holding incredibly well here. Yeah, they're just going to catch us. Why are they struggling on these orders here? They're hunting us down here, those dragoons. I think we've managed to sneak around though. No problem. Hope to see you, Jena grow. Thanks, Chance. Appreciate you. Come on, how are we not getting this artillery piece here? We need to neutralize it. I think because the attack orders made them move. You got this. Very nice battle once again. I hope so. Thanks, Jimmy. Jimbo. Alright, so that has been neutralized there. These mounted auxiliary tribesmen. They're sending in their bloody tribesmen first. Typical British. Always sending in the colonial units. The Indians, the Australians, the Irish. All my people. Okay. Holding here. Yeah, let's try and move up there. Okay. We're just trading musket fire back and forth. Come on, let's bring down these redcoats. Alright, might even try and move here. And we'll try and advance into that. The quicker we can get rid of these guys, the better. You swing around like here. The quicker we can get rid of these guys, the better, because they are trickling in units ever so slowly. Okay, they charged me there. Maybe try and fire into this position. Okay, they're now moving. That flank has actually really helped. Now try and get my artillery fire over here to help. Okay, that unit's been crushed. Oh, Jack Luster has been killed. Perfect. Oh, they're really working this line now. It's a shame none of these guys can form a square. Okay. We're going to have to send the general down here to help and risk him. Oh no, we've got him. We'll hit this cavalry because that was really annoying. It was quite effective against me. Yeah, continue to hit their position. Okay, let's just try and reform our front line, because it's gotten a bit crazy. And we've even got some guys not really doing anything, because we're still waiting for them to come on in. Let's get my artillery to start hitting this position. They've even got some here bunkered in, which is interesting. But we do have to be a little bit conservative in our approach here. I'm getting tongue-tied. We've nearly hit 4.5 hours streaming today. Okay. What unit's this? Oh, it's one that's recovered, potentially. Just need a quick sip of water. Only line infantry can form square. Yeah, I knew it was something. I just didn't know what it was off the top of my head that was stopping them to do so. It's not the most proficient or well-drilled army. Okay, so we've managed to win the first skirmish. Let's move up, I think. Even though they've got a little bit of high ground here. So we've knocked out a fair few there. So let's move up. Yeah, what do we do about this? I guess we try and flank while get these guys to hit this position. Like, if we can somehow get around them here and then start hitting them, might be the play. We might even need to move my artillery up, potentially. Seems like we are still hitting into this, because they're just slowly deploying here. They got a bit of a high ground advantage there, matter of fact. Okay, we moved them out of that position now, though. Get some artillery support here. Let's move the general up to help with the push. Except for you here. And let's move you guys to somewhere like here. But you've got to be careful when you advance. The last thing I want to do is throw this in this position. Oh wow, they lost. Seriously? The Grenadiers dominated them. Just need to wait for the... Oh, I was going to say, just need to wait for these guys to recover, but they didn't. Okay. Damn it. I'm going to have to send 2 units back. Do they have artillery there? Oh, they do. Okay. This Grenadier unit. We need to neutralize this, then we can move up. Maybe if we get the general... we can't risk the general going for that. We kind of just need to advance. Oh, there we go. Start hitting them from behind there. You're now heading this. We just got to be really quite careful. The last thing I want is to lose it from this position. We don't have artillery support over here. Oh, we can now. Okay, right. Unlimited that. Get these guys to double time here. I don't know how long it's going to take you to get there. But you need to get here. We need you to... Oh. Double time. We're currently trading. They capitulated after a volley. You swing back around here. You try and turn here. They're retreating. You need to be here. Move the general further up. Has this got enough... Does this not have enough crew to move the artillery? Why can't we move them? Because they should be. Right, we need more support up here. Actually, these guys could nearly go on a mission to neutralize this artillery. We're nearly out of ammunition with some of these. Just need to get these mortars into range. Oh, it's just that gap they're not doing well in. Come on, get here in time. Yeah, oh no, now these guys are wanting to move. Typical. Still go to like here, and we might be able to turn the tide on this right flank. Freedom! Yep. I hope so. Alright, I might even try and get you guys to just go for that. Okay, keep the general here. Ugh. How close is this artillery? Nearly here. Yeah, I couldn't flank them there. I think they're just going to get us on the numbers here. Simply. Alright, you just need to unlimber now because we're going to lose unless we get this artillery in. Start peppering them. The front line is wavering. Try and recover. Yeah. Just too many of them. We've lost a couple in a row here now. That's the thing with Darth Mod as well. The harder the difficulty, the more accurate the enemy muskets and stuff are. So you really just need numbers. I still think this gave us the best chance pushing their position. Rather than sitting back in Montreal forever. Yeah, they just had the numbers on us. Ah, another stinger. Like by 500. Probably had better units as well. So we lost 4,000. They lost 3,000. Still fair few remaining either side. Oh, we've even got the reinforcements coming out from here as well. Oh, that's going to make a huge difference. Well, let's start things off with a battle. Let's try and destroy these Brits. So we have 3,500. Oh, wow, this is going to be a good battle. Bunch of artillery. We've got the 1st Delaware, Grenadiers, and some Continental Marines as well. Alright, let's fight this one. Okay. So they are peppering us a little bit here. Maybe we just try and get all my artillery to try and pound that position. I could potentially move my cavalry around, but we'll just have to see. Okay, looks like the 6th Regiment are currently trying to go into the 5th American Grenadiers. but it's quite fitting. Someone told me today that, oh, it's good that you're doing a United States campaign. It's Memorial weekend this weekend. I'm not entirely sure what that is, but I'm assuming it's some sort of Veterans Day or... We have ours in November, Remembrance Day. I think it's similar to that. Friday for the show. Dimitri, okay. Right, let's try and get some shots off here. Hey, I'm here. IDK man, welcome, welcome. Probably should have formed square, but we seem to have held quite well anyway. I need to make sure everyone's on guard mode, a matter of fact. Because they're already giving chase. Italy, you are great. Thanks, Caesar. I have really fond memories spending time in Italy when I was a wee lad. When I was 18. I worked on a farm for a bit, which was quite funny. In Tuscany. I don't know what the difference is, but it must be the way they say it there, but like, we would say, oh yeah, bon appetit, and they're like, no, it is bon appetito. And I'm like, oh, okay. I don't know if they were like memeing on us, but it was like, yeah, bon appetito. Ciao. Ciao, ciao. But the thing is with like the Italian dialect, it's so different in the regions as well. Same with like Germany and Switzerland to some extent. So we've beaten those dragoons there. Okay. Maybe we move up our dragoons here that are free. Yeah. So let's try and target their artillery. I might get all my artillery here to actually pound this position. It's weird how they're like sort of cycle charging, but they're not as well. Like I haven't needed to form square. Okay, the British have sent up the 19th. American Memorial Weekend, just a veteran holiday to reflect back on lives lost. Yeah, that's what I thought. I thought it was like a Remembrance Day sort of thing. Man, I really wish the Carthage campaign would have won. Okay. Let's move back here. Oh. Yeah, we'll probably get to a Carthage campaign at some point. I did post the thumbnail vote. Am I going to do a face reveal? It's on my Instagram if you really want to see it. You fucking creep. You weirdo. Nah. You can go see photos. There's plenty of me. Please look at my older comments or I will leave. Alright, I'm getting sick of you, Godzilla. You've been demanding me to answer stuff, your questions for like days now. I can choose who I want to read out loud back and forth. You've been spamming stuff. Look, feel free to leave. If you want, I don't care. Actually, a matter of fact, you probably deserve the ban, actually. I put you on a timeout for spamming shit for the last 2 days. Just annoying. It's just entitled, like, demanding me to read shit. It's not the first time either. Like, why be like that? Okay, let's advance. They seem to be pretty bunkered in down here, actually. Just try and drill that position, and we'll advance. Will you ever do a campaign with Italy? Would be great. Maybe at some point. Alright, maybe flank this way. To be fair, I just did a Roman campaign. We did heaps and heaps of parts. Gotta go, sorry. Yep, laters. Why don't you play on Empire Total War 2 mod? I couldn't get it working. I don't know what's going on. It might be due to my version of Windows, but... yeah, that mod is really unreliable when crashing. I couldn't even get it running, first of all. So I'm not entirely sure what that is. If it's my PC or what exactly. Oh, we've actually been caught here. What's this? We've got some British Rangers here. Shit, I wasn't expecting that. Alright, let's start trying to pump that position. Try and run them down. Alright, let's try and speed things up. Oh, okay. A little bit risky doing that. Damn it. Seems to be a fair few of them back in this position. We've sort of been... lulled into a secondary battle here. We just got to be careful. I thought there was only like 2 buried in here, but maybe they keep on coming back. It's these rangers, or maybe they've kept rangers back in the forest to try and help and delay the retreat. Because now we've had to set up a bit of a defensive line here from the house to the right. Hey Chad, hey Simpzy, hey Harmon, welcome, welcome. Let's say it becomes more optimized in time. How are you all today? I'm good. Fritz, welcome back. Enemy general killed. And we've got some reinforcements coming in as well. Oh, they're actually charging. Okay, yeah, they just keep on coming back, which is strange. It must be to do with Darth Mod and playing on very hard, because they keep on, like, retreating and then forming, like, by quite a bit. Awesome. Let's end the battle there. Heroic victory. It's about a 50-50. Do we demand the surrender? I think so. So we do outnumber them by about 300. I just think if we sit into a long fight with these grenadiers... The thing is, we're playing on very hard. So... they're just going to outshoot us. Like, their accuracy is going to be insane. Maybe you could try and bait them out. I think we just see how we go. Let's assault. We just need our cannons to absolutely decimate them. That's what we need to do. That's not the best artillery deployment there. Alright, none of these guys could have... Oh, I was going to say, that unit couldn't have formed square anyway. But we've managed to destroy the 3rd Regiment of the Dragoons. We are attacking them, though, at the end of the day. So we will have to move on out. And they're actually just mortaring us from afar, big time. Damn it. I don't know if I can get my cavalry around. Because look at that, that's really... Well, actually, we might be able to get it on this right side. That would be huge if I can get that. Right. Because at the moment... Their mortars are getting the better of me. Look at this. They are just absolutely... Look at that arc. You can actually like see it from there. We are trying to retaliate with some of our own artillery. But I don't know if it's going to be enough. Look at this. Like, look at them arcing these shots. You can barely see that whistling. But those mortars are going to drop really close to us. Okay. We've got to do everything we can to try and neutralize that. We're going to have to intertwine into the city streets. What's this? A grenadier unit's going to protect them. Maybe go back up and around because they blocked us off there. What's their cavalry? They moved a grenadier unit there, perfectly blocking. They're moving up a unit there that just got absolutely shredded. Holy fuck. We still need to neutralize this artillery if we can. It's just about getting down there now. Oh, they've actually protected it with some caltrops. There is a little bit of a narrow corridor to go through. But it can be done. Okay, even though they're still hitting us there with artillery, they've actually moved up their front line as we're trying to flank. So, make sure to hit your mark and try and hit into this cluster. You can get down here. It's just going to take a little bit of time to weave it, I think. Oh, how are we going to get past these caltrops? Okay. If we can win here in the center, we're fine. Charge down here now. I think we've managed to maneuver our way slightly. We might lose a couple because of those caltrops, but this is still going to be a difficult one. We still need to neutralize their infantry that's coming up. We've done well here. Yeah, just continue to fire into that. Okay, we've made our way down here. Alright. Maybe try and soften up that position because that unit is drilling me here. Okay. We've managed to neutralize the 8-inch mortars that were hitting us. And then we've got these guys here. Yeah, I think that was actually deployed because of the garrison, potentially. Okay, do I move my units around? No, I think we just hold them here. Now, I mentioned this before. What's going to win us here today is the artillery on our side. We're not going to be able to, per shot, outfire them. However, with our artillery, they're the ones that are really packing the punch against them. We're going to try and win the day for us. The Minutemen are going to be able to get some shots off, but it's like they're not going to outfire the 1st Grenadier Regiment of the British Army. It's just not going to happen. Okay, they're now retreating as well. Matter of fact, I'll get my cavalry to try and run down some of the stragglers. Okay, they're now retreating, because what happened in that last battle is, although they were retreating the British, they were actually forming up and still smashing us quite a bit. So if I can get my cavalry to try and run down some of these units that are wavering. Because even they're forming these positions here. But it's still about 60% in my favour. You need to increase your power. Yeah. I really need to increase my firepower to this army. You're not wrong. Okay, try and hit some of these units over here that are recovering. They've even got some cavalry here. Yeah, so there was like 70 here, which probably could recover. So make sure you run them down properly. We just need to keep our line infantry losses at a minimum. And now we try and hit this position here. And whenever a unit starts wavering, we run after it. Alright, maybe move you there. Alright, maybe try and angle you here. I'll get back to chat. This is just an important battle I need to win and focus on. Right. We've got 92 in the 1st Regiment of Horse. Just need to be careful of artillery fire. That's the main thing. Okay, they're now wavering, which is good. And it's just a bit of a tussle between where we strike. Really? They actually got smashed. Shit. Okay, unfortunately, 200 of them are routed, dude. Alright, maybe we move you there, because there's a lot of units here that aren't doing anything, unfortunately. Alright, the cavalry has recovered. I still think this is winnable. It's just we've got to be a little bit careful in how we give chase and approach. Like, for example, they're quite bunkered down in that position there. Alright, let's advance. Slightly angle you here. Okay. Maybe go behind them and then try and hit them from here. Something like that. I've had experience of charging that sort of stuff front on. It doesn't seem to work ever. Okay. Still need to rely on my artillery to help us out. Okay, that's enough there. We can swing around here. Alright, you need to move here. You need to move this way. Okay. Maybe halt firing down in that position. 176 before the initial charge. They're pushed up against a wall. 83 cavalry have hit. Yeah, we've done like nothing with that charge. Holy shit. 20, it's starting to tick up a bit now, but it's nothing too crazy. And we've lost 20, so it's... Oh, so it actually wasn't even worth charging that with the cavalry. That's kind of nuts. I suppose these units are still kind of trashed here to some extent. And even this advance, like, is struggling a bit. I just have to be a little bit cautious in how we move up here as well. Let's advance. It's like the artillery is literally what's winning us here. Winning this for us. Our infantry is very basic. Okay, so there's only a couple units left here. Alright, let's get all my artillery to fire into this. Look at this. Yeah, that's what's making them really capitulate. There we go. Perfect. Alright, redirect the fire into this. Make sure you give chase on you. You're still punching against you. Dude, still way too close. I don't know overall if the US campaign is actually like... super hard to start things off with. Is it the, what's like the difficulty rating of this? I'd love to know. Like, you know how every single campaign has a rough estimate of the difficulty? Anyway, really, really good battle there from the boys. Okay. Oh, what's in here then? Oh yeah, this is a little bit different. Well, let's disembark in Sri Lanka. Let's besiege. Demand surrender. They're refused. Okay, so they're actually going to try and make us fight. Well, let's fight this one, yeah. Sure, why not? This is a little bit of a larger garrison compared to the one in South America. As long as these guys form defensive. The Dragoons are going to get some shots at these Silidar Lancers. That's a cool name. Alright. And then they've got some armed peasantry moving up. The 13th Regiment, the 10th Militia, and the 18th should be able to make quick work of these men of Ceylon. But you gotta kind of respect... Oh, they're actually just charging on it. Oh, the armed populace. Oh my god. I was not expecting that. I was expecting some line battles. Alright, maybe try and shell this position. Alright, maybe move you up. We should be able to... Dude, there's a lot of them in there, though. 500. To be fair, maybe that's a little... Maybe it's not as much as you think, because we've got a fair few as well. Okay, let's speed things up. Got some Hindu warriors coming in here as well. Oh, wow. Way more efficient in hand-to-hand combat than us. Cool. Oh my god. Yeah, I wouldn't mind playing as the Maratha Confederacy at some point. I don't think I've ever really played as them. Forming an Indian empire, that'd be quite fun. Okay, they're now in a retreat. Got some firelock here. Alright, let's move up. You're still giving chase as well. Oh, we can even see the city of Ceylon further in the background here. You can kind of see a bit more of it. Oh, so it's quite built up. Okay, just need to focus on them. Maybe try and redirect some of this firepower over here. Right, they're now retreating. Good. Let's end the battle there. Heroic victory. Without supplies, no army is brave. Kind of wish there was a little bit more of a supply mechanic in this game, to be fair. We only lost 300, which is huge. And now we've taken Ceylon, which is going to, once again, really increase our financial situation. We've even got a little bit of the East Indies here that we can see. Alright, let me go through chat. Let's move on into Texas. Let's demand the surrender of the Comanche. 5,000 against our 4,000. Still quite a bit. Alright. Let's assault and fight these hearty people. Okay, can we form a square here? We can, so let's do that. Because they are lancers. If you quick enough, form square. Before the Indians charge against us. The 5th Regiment afoot. Hopefully can try and get a volley off. But they form square in time. Looks like the 18th are going to get some shots off here. There's the Pueblo. I can't even say. Why do I struggle so much to say Pueblo? So much. Alright, they hit the square though. So it's fine. Alright, let's maybe move these dragoons in. Because we haven't really been using them. Getting a flank here might be a good idea. Then they can get some shots off with their own rifles. Still continuing to try and bombard them as best we can. We've managed to make the Native American Lancers go into a retreat. Are there grasslands in Texas? I'm sure there is. It's quite a big place. I love to go to America. Love to visit. Definitely on the list. Okay, they're moving some of their own bowmen up, so what I'm going to try and do is actually get some of the artillery to try and hit those units that are coming up here. Make sure to hit that, now that they're super close. What's this unit coming up here? Alright, we've got some more here as well. Oh, these guys not have skirmish mode on. No, maybe we just need to charge against them. Okay. We're probably not going to get cavalry charged here, so you can go out of that square formation. The Warrior Society is charging. Oh my god. Here they come, men. Oh. Benjamin's been scalped. Oh, there was actually a pretty decent charge there. Shit. Let's move this. Okay, we're winning here. Maybe try and rotate like that slightly. Oh, they're getting carved up a bit. Alright, try and get some of the artillery to hit some of these clusters. Okay, that's a bit better there. But so far, the Pueblo nations of Texas are really challenging us here. They do outnumber us. So we are going to need a really efficient fighting if we are going to be successful here today. Swing that around. I just don't know if we've taken out enough of them as they've come here. Shit. Because now they're engaging us into hand-to-hand combat. That's not looking good. The center's buckled there. We might need to switch to canister shot because they're so goddamn close. Like, legitimately. Yeah, switch to canister because the center is buckled. Shit. We literally are just going to have to try and get distance from them. We need our cavalry in here pronto. Yeah, get them to keep hitting this. If you recover, come and form back. Alright, try and hit some of these bowmen here. Shit. Okay, that's not too bad, that charge. Move the general further back. We can't afford to lose him. We really need to be cycle charging. Oh, fuck. We actually might lose this. I think we are. Dude. Brother. Holy fuck. It's tough because... shit. Our rifles are our biggest strength. It's just this hand-to-hand combat rush is like not working. Let's go watch out for friendly fire here. Fuck. We just need more men. They are so strong on very hard. Like, this isn't the first time that they've just rushed us like this and have won. God damn it, we're not going to be able to take Texas. It's like you need to keep them at a distance, but if you don't like shoot them quick enough, you're kind of fucked. Like, this high ground here is working. Maybe we need better quality tech as well. I don't know. Close defeat. Well, that's the thing. How many did we take out? Shit. Our first loss here today. That was quite devastating. We just traded, actually, by the look of it. So we deployed 4,300. We lost 3,000. So we have 1,300 remaining. They deployed 5,000, so they outnumbered us by 700. Yet we took out 2,500 of them. So there's only a 500 loss difference, even though they outnumbered us by 700. If they don't run us down, that could have been a lot worse. But unfortunately, we did lose Anthony Worthington. I'm surprised no one has heard of reducing the audio options. It really helps avoid crashing. Yeah, it's weird. Some things do stuff, some things don't. Alright, I think we gotta play this one. We can't allow the auto resolve to win this one for us. Even if we do lose. Let's fight this one. It's weird, man. Like, there's some program I use for Medieval 2. I can't remember what it's called. You'd like need it to play Divide and Conquer. To like open up more available RAM for the Medieval 2 engine. That shit helps. Just get the artillery to halt for a sec. As they move into position. Alright, let's continue to get the fire going. I wonder as well how long it's going to take to bust down one of these fort walls. The fort is there because of the starting position mechanics. I believe there is a few other cities with forts like Constantinople. Oh, in the sense that it's been built before the mod launches, so they can't, like, delete it. Okay, I suppose you're right. Because there should be that they can't construct any forts. Alright, we're just trying to chip away at it still. Dude, that's going to take so long to actually bust down. We can try. I just don't know if we're going to be able to win. Because all my armies are designed for land battles. And already the Cherokee beat us on the land battles. Holy shit. It might be a reload situation, but we'll see how we go. God, this is taking ages as well to break down a point in. There's even a time limit. We might actually hit the time limit as well. Yeah, I was kind of bamboozled because of that. I was not expecting for a boom, a fort to spawn out of nowhere. But that makes sense. Why it's here. It's because it's already pre-built at the start of the campaign. I never really thought that then when you click on no forts, that there still can be forts in the campaign. Interesting observation. Bill, quite astute. Starting to bucket down with rain now here. In my place, hopefully it's not too loud. Yeah, I don't know what you'd like. Can we, let's like, we could try and maybe get up on the walls with some of them and shoot down on them. Like, I guess we try and do something. I just don't know how effective it's going to be. Dude, it's taken us 20 minutes and we haven't even broken down half of the wall. Like, can you even break down the walls either with our artillery? Like, maybe that hasn't been balanced either. Like, maybe let's send this unit up. And we try and get you on this other side. Okay, so there are going to be some Cherokee here. Yeah, I don't know how our brave boys are going to do climbing up this and then getting stuck into hand-to-hand combat. I have no idea. I guess we've got to try. Alright, some of them are actually fighting here. Some are up on the walls. Because the thing is as well, they kind of get, I think they kind of get rid of pikemen in this mod. Like, I don't even know if I can actually recruit pikemen. Like, legitimately. So therefore we've got no melee infantry. I guess I get everyone to toggle melee mode. Dude, this is going to be brutal. Yeah, and like they're capitulating as soon as they get up on the walls. It's kind of crazy, actually. Alright, we'll try. We'll try and like force it, but 80%. No, I don't want you to go up this one that's about to break. Go up the other one. It looks like some of them are trying to move through here. Let's just try and give out attack orders as best we can. I'm just trying to see if we can actually get in here and like try and force our way through. Dude, so it's like half an hour. We haven't even smashed through the part of the wall. That's bonkers. Watch the friendly fire. Sure there's going to be a lot of it. Oh, we killed the general there. Next time, blow the main gate with guns and try and bait them out. Maybe. I don't even think that's winnable. I was just curious to see now if we could actually do it. Oh, so now we're actually in. Yeah, so it's not even worth actually like even trying to go down for a part of the wall. Do I have the additional units mods? No. I do not. Yeah, I don't think we're going to be able to win this, but it's okay. Okay. I was just trying to see if it was even possible to full charge in and win it, but it probably wasn't. Okay. Still quite close though, but yeah, no, the forts are fucking busted, bro. Now, so they did attack me in the end with an additional 200 troops. Well, we're going to have to fight this one. Hopefully John Sullivan can get us over the line. Okay, yeah, just absolutely rinse anything that comes through that corridor. Okay, we're winning here in this first initial fight. Okay. Get the artillery to unlimber. Right, everyone else should be running. Alright, you're pushing a weird way. Okay, we have one here, which is brilliant. So we need to go over here. If we can create a really good kill zone, we'll be fine. Alright, yeah, try and hit these units that are coming in. Alright, you need to move back around here. Yeah, I think we hit the units that are coming in. Like, hit into that. I think that's how we win this. Alright, you need to swing right side around. Get the units that were on melee mode. Like you, and then the 4 need to be like that. Perfect. We've managed to kill another enemy general. The problem is, I don't know if we fire upon our own men. We've just got to destroy everything that comes up. It's tough. No, let's get these units in. Maybe we try and wrap around the back. Because in hand-to-hand combat, we're just not winning. Our power comes from our superior firepower. Still going to be a close one. I don't know if we're going to be able to win it. It's just when they're so close like this. Alright, try and, just like I said, continue to try and hit anything that comes in. Alright, we try and wrap around and hit these guys from the rear. Maybe try and charge them. Or maybe we're better picking off something like this. Alright, hit that unit that's now come on in. What a weird place for them to deploy, though. Like, go into melee mode and try and hit this. Maybe we try and make these guys here go into melee mode. Alright, you properly do that. Alright, continue to actually try and break up the fire into these guys. Okay. Maybe try and cycle charge with the cavalry. Alright, any unit just not doing anything. We have seemed to win here though, so move out of melee mode. Alright, fire into that, that's coming up. Go back into melee mode here. And we'll give out some attack orders there. Alright. Try and cycle charge into this. I'm curious, like, if there's 90 in there fighting quite fiercely now, how good's a charge like this gonna do? I just don't know if cycle charge... Yeah, it's effective. Maybe I should do it a bit more. I just feel like they just don't have the high octane energy of some cavalry charges and other Total Wars. I guess it's still really impactful. And we crushed them there, so let's cycle charge over here. Alright, move you out of melee mode, but we might get hit here, so you've got to be a little bit careful. Okay, once again, get the artillery to fire into this. I hope this is winnable. Alright, we cycle charge again. Like, hit this unit. Oh, actually, I haven't needed to, but we probably need to go on guard mode. Alright, form up once again. Maybe move the cavalry out, because they're probably getting clipped by anything. Okay, now we can diversify some of the firing pattern up again. Dude, this is going to be such a close one. But higher risk, higher reward. If we are successful here today, we're going to be able to take all of the territory that's available at this time period in the contiguous United States. Let's take that. Okay. Let's swing around. Go something like this. Maybe charge down here. Continue to fire into this corridor. The center's buckled. Maybe try and cycle charge into that. I think we moved the general slightly up as well. Maybe retry and hit some of this. Okay, we're still in melee mode. Oh no, oh shit. Okay, make sure some of these units are going for them. Alright, yeah, continue to hit this. Maybe get one unit hitting that. Alright, you're getting some musket fire here. Dude, this is a crazy fight. It's so narrow as well. which is kind of cool. I've only got 40 cavalry units left, even though those plain warriors are charging me here. I do want to try and keep the general safe. We can't afford to lose him. Okay, let's continue to fire upon them. Okay, except for the cavalry unit, try and make a front line here. If you can get back to firing, that's perfect. My cannons are in a perfect position in this battle. Like, funneling him in, this is what we needed if we were going to win here today. We might have done enough though, but I don't want to count our chickens before they come home to roost. Alright, make sure this unit that fled is completely gone. Oh my god. Finally. We might have picked up a good result here. Hell yeah, let's continue. I have been scarred by the Native Americans in this campaign. They have given us a hell of a fight. Dude, that was probably one of my favorite battles of the series. Holy shit. Just the way they came on in and deployed. That was a good one. A perfect battle to top it off. I believe that's the last Native American faction in the game as well. Gave us a hell of a fight. We'll continue to try and run down the last of these guys here. Yeah, they honestly, like, the battles against them have probably been harder than the, well, those against the British. Alright, let's end that one there. A Pyrrhic victory, hell yeah. Okay. Paul Butterfield has 2,400. Thankfully, he doesn't have too crazy infantry. And Mark Spear has 5,500. So, let's move on in. Oh, dude. But I don't know. Some people don't like to know how the aliens were made and stuff. I don't know. Some people don't like that sort of stuff. Right, we need to hit this artillery. We're getting a little bit close to some caltrops here. They're not okay, their bodyguard's moving there. Maybe pull left around here. But one of those predators, not the last one they did, but the one before that actually wasn't too bad. Alright, let's go for this artillery. The general's bodyguard is now coming back. Shogun 2 is amazing. Yeah, it's pretty good. I don't know. I have a shitty sleeping pattern. That's fair enough, man. Dude. I can definitely be the same at times. I'm definitely a bit of an insomniac. Holy shit. But I found that, for me now... okay, so we got that. That's good. Keep going into here. These last 2 weeks, I've been getting up at 4 o'clock in the morning consistently. Regardless of what time I go to bed, I wake up at 4 to stream. To then stream at like 5:30. And I've been loving it. I think it's been good. Okay. But I wonder if, like... I wonder if there's a thing like... I'm not meant to be in this time zone. Like... like, my ancestors, my ethnicity... I'm meant to be in England. So I wonder if it... Like, I'm meant to be up at night. Do you know what I mean? Like, I guess, obviously humans, like, adapt to time zones and stuff. I wonder if there's, like, a thing where it's, like... Because if you... I don't know. Like, I guess, like... Let's say the last 2,000 years my ancestors came from, like, Europe. But then the last, I don't know, 50 million, they probably came from, like... Africa or wherever we came from, whenever that happened. Like, everyone's comes from Africa or whatever, apparently. Like, I'm probably meant to be over there instead of this part of the globe. I don't know. I wonder if that's the thing. I don't think so, but I do remember someone discussing that once. Oh my god, we killed the enemy general there. That's pretty good. Okay, they're starting to advance. I forgot how fun Shogun 2 was until I streamed it a few weeks back. Had a lot of fun with it. Yeah. Yeah, Joe. It's a pretty good game. Okay, so let's get this artillery to try and get these guys here. I don't know. Maybe sleeping patterns and stuff doesn't work like that. But it's an interesting thought. Like, especially when I've been in Europe, I think I've, like, slept better. I don't know, maybe I'm just overthinking it. Sieges in Napoleon and Empire are the worst. Not if you play Darth mod. You can turn that fort shit off. But no, I'm not the biggest fan of it either. Okay, they're now moving back. What's going on over here with this cavalry unit? We seem to be just running down these ranges, which seems to be quite effective. Okay, these guys are getting caught here. Right, we might need to redirect some of this artillery firepower over here. Have you tried to play Empire 2? Yeah, I couldn't get it working. I don't know what mod version of that is either. Okay, we might... Okay, we're getting started into the dragoons here. Okay, they're now moving back. We might even get a charge around the back here. How about that? Maybe try redirect the firepower and pep at this position. We've got a lot of our line infantry just sitting back. Maybe we just need to move up and try and take a little bit more control of this battlefield. If I can move you, like, hang on. Where's a clean thing to get, like, go, yeah, try and go something like that. Okay, did we get that cavalry charge off in the end? Yeah, we did. It's here. Alright, maybe try and group this back up to make it a bit easier. Fire into this position. So we're going to try and fire and advance. Hey Chance, welcome to the stream. Welcome, welcome. Okay, this unit's now holding here. Don't forget to like the video. Yeah, that's all I ask you guys to do for this stream. Just leave the live stream and the video a like. Really helps out a bunch. It's annoying as shit to ask, I know, but it's not just me. If you like other contents... Yeah, fuck, I can't speak properly. If you like other content creators' content and videos, make sure to like it. Leaving a comment helps out as well. Yeah, for example, if you like Joe Onnit's videos, make sure to leave a like. Really, really helps out. It's actually kind of mad how videos like get improved and get pushed out without likes. If they don't get likes, but if they do, they get shoved on out. Okay. Alright, let's angle you here. They are withdrawing and then holding and then coming back again. But we're going to be able to take Montreal here today, which is kind of huge, seeing as we sold it to the French for some money. I'm kind of happy that they took it. It worked brilliantly, the plan. Let's try and continue to run down as many of them as possible. My sleeping schedule sucks. I only sleep 3-4 hours a night if I'm lucky. Jesus Christ. That's no good, man. Lately I sleep most all day and play games all night. I get it. I've had notoriously bad sleeping patterns my whole fucking life. Like, I fly out of bed wanting to fucking play games or do stuff. Thanks, I appreciate the shout out. Yeah, no worries. You're alright, Joe. You're good. Okay, how are they not fully in retreat? Like, who's fucking holding here? Oh, they are now. Alright, let's end the battle there. Okay. So this army here we have to get rid of. So let's just try and kick them out, I guess. Ooh. Maybe we fight this one. Try and rid Port Royal and Jamaica of these Brits. Whoa! What the hell is this they're firing at us? Some Jamaican hot sauce. Holy fuck. But it's tough, man. Everyone's got their own fucking lives. Everyone's fucking doing their own thing. We went to Ceylon in this series. We managed to take some territory down in Brazil as well. We've had a bit of a variety of conflicts. The Maratha Confederacy attacking Maryland. That shit was fucking hilarious. Is that my favorite Total War streamer streaming again? Dallas, relax, brother. But thank you. I know what you're trying to say. Alright. Let's speed things up. Just seems to be the general's bodyguard here. Form square if they're going to charge. Okay. Now that we've got a bit more cannons in this army, it's making a huge difference. And if we can rid the British out of North America, or the American theatre, that'd be fantastic. But also, guys, if you haven't done as you come on in, make sure to leave the stream a like. Really appreciate it. And also sub if you're new. I might just group up the artillery. Oh, they're still holding here as well. Actually, you need to move out of square if you're getting hit. See if I can get a pirate mod and make the Pirate Republic. What are we coming up against? Only 2 pieces of artillery. Pushing from multiple attacks. Dude, that is a lot of fire there burning. It's just those damn mortars. Look at that. The flames of America. Wow. I gotta keep an eye on that. We are peppering them though. Maybe try and hit that position. About there. Dude, these flammable rounds look at that, bro. We actually might just need to advance to stop that shit. Holy fuck. That shit is so deadly. Yeah. Like, we've got no... cavalry to combat it. Maybe we grab everyone here. Angle you like... Oh god, we can't even like deploy here properly. So go with something like that. Oh, they're actually just like charging us now. Okay. Gotta be a little bit careful as we move. Yeah, they're coming up to meet us. Alright, we might just simply need to ignore those shots. Actually, we're sort of distracting some of the firing patterns. That's okay. Yeah, make sure you hit these clusters that are coming up here. Alright, so if you're firing here, let's try and... you're actually really quite light of a unit here, so you need to move like that. And we'll get these guys to swing around as well. Open up some better quality angles. Okay, you're here in the forest, fucking them. Yeah, try and get to like here then. So we're just trading back and forth now. Hopefully, even though they've got like the 30th Regiment afoot, we should be able to outfire them. Especially with going with an angle like this. Gladiator was a great movie. Yeah, I like it. I don't mind it. Some people think it's... I've heard someone say it was the worst movie to win an Academy Award or a motion picture or whatever it won. It's good. I think there are better historical movies, but I don't know. I like Russell Crowe. Okay, we're winning here. Maybe try and redirect some of this firepower into like that. It's a long movie though. The start of that movie is fucking brilliant though. Yeah, what's in here? Fucking nightmares. So maybe just try and pound it. We are wrapping hard around them, so maybe just continue it. Oh, we are slightly capitulating there, though. Alright, try and advance a little bit better. Where is my artillery? Let's like group them into that. Okay, these guys have wrapped around quite a bit. Form square. If you've come back, try and move into a position like this. Oh, they're here though. Thankfully we formed square. Okay, we're okay, but this battle is a little bit more close than what I anticipated. I think we just need more artillery support here. It's going to win us the day. Yeah, pepper that position. I might actually move the general up. He doesn't need to be that far back. Okay, these guys are doing fine over here. Yeah, this flank is what's going to win it for us. They're now routing. Yeah, it's just because they're being really quite resilient here. Wonder if it's because of the tree line as well. I do believe there's some Empire stat, or maybe it's Napoleon, that if you've got a unit, like I say, a unit here, if you're firing into that, you're gonna inflict less damage than you would be out here. So maybe they're being concealed like quite well. And we're struggling to punch through. Alright, let's give out some attack orders here. You can move out of your square formation. Try and hit these guys. Yeah, it's not like we're fully routing either. They're coming back. We're actually kind of baiting them out. Let's get all the artillery to hit that. We're going to win. It's just how many we lose in the process. We've got the general there. That's perfect. Oh, no, that was my general, was it? Oh, I moved him up quite a bit. It kind of scared the fuck out of me. Oh, wow. There's still more coming back in. What a crazy battlefield this has turned into a little bit. What? Why do they fully capitulate over there? Fucking strange. What? I guess they hit us from behind there. What the hell is going on? Oh, okay, they're hitting us from multiple sides there. I feel like our infantry's like struggling here. Right, fuck this. Pull back. Pull back towards the general. I don't know what's going on with this fucking forest, but it's where we're losing. Okay, they've recovered. Yeah, come on my terms. Come into that. There we go, that's a bit better. Jesus Christ. And now we advance to this hill. Right, hit that. Artillery fire into this. Right, give chase after this unit. Holy shit. The tide nearly turned there, I felt. But now it's back to a 70% our victory. Alright, continue to go after you. And you pepper and bombard into this. Like, these fuckers only have muskets. Like a regular muskets. Come on. Good. Let's end the battle there. Alright. I had to concentrate on that one a bit. What's been going on in chat? We can't allow them to win. So let's go into another one. I guess I can kind of hear it sometimes because he's doing like, he kind of, I don't know, like his Scandinavian accent can be a little bit suspect in that show. He kind of like whispers like this. I am Ragnar. it's like a whispering Australian. Maybe it's more Floki talks like that. I am Floki. I am from Kattegat. What are we fighting for? He's like, I don't know. I just think I think I knew he was Australian by his accent before I really knew who he was. I know after that battle, Simpzy can't multitask. Yeah, I can't multitask. Who the fuck do you think I am? Okay, they're slightly looking to move up here. It's hard. It's hard to play on the harder the hardest fucking difficulty, and then try and talk, read, and communicate. I fucking struggle with it. So, if you want me to read out shit, maybe after battles, because sometimes I really just have to focus. Battles sometimes just need to have my full attention. Oh, I don't know if we're going to be able to get around here. We might have to turn around. Because I kind of want to get that artillery piece back over here. So what's this? The 2nd Lightfoot Colonial Light's going to engage the 5th Grenadier and the 2nd Regiment Minutemen. Well, Let's start trading shots, eh? The 6 Grenadiers should be able to absolutely smack them. And if we're hitting them on the side as well. Alright, we need to protect this artillery piece coming around. Jesus, why aren't they firing? There we go. Start hitting them back. What's up, dudes? What's up, Kyle? How you doing? Yeah, I guess we try and get this to become a part of the front line. Okay, so they've got a unit here, so I don't think they're going to be that further from there. Alright, you've reformed this. Okay, artillery. Maybe try and group it back. Oh no, these guys need to be grouped up. Oh, good. We actually made the route. So try and move the artillery piece here potentially. Okay, so if they're moving back, we can get these guys to rotate about here. Then they can start that angle already. Perfect. They do have some of their own artillery. Let's try and quickly reform. Whispers in Australian. Alright. Blew up a house over there. Okay, let's just get my cannons to try and hit this front line a bit, eh? Probably could get you more so about here. Alright, cannons. Do your worst. I don't know if you've answered that question before, but what is your favourite Total War? And are you planning to do a Total War tier list? I did that jokingly, I said at one point. Thanks, Mo, for the question. I have answered that, but it's fine. I don't mind answering it again. Maybe I should do a Total War tier list. I don't know, but the thing is, even with tier lists are shit, man. Like, they're so fucking shit. Like, seriously, they don't have any nuance unless the person, like, really elaborates. Like, the thing is, I would have, if I had a tier list, it'd be like the time period, which some people don't give a fuck about the time period for Total Wars. That's how I grade Total Wars on, about my interest in the time period. Then there's the whole thing about the mods as well. I love modding my games. And some people purely only play vanilla. They hate downloading mods because they either can't do it or they just don't like to do it. They can't get their head around it or just don't like doing it. So then it'll be a mod thing. So a Total War tier list, bro. Like, I can convey somewhat what I like, but like, I don't know. I like Rome 2 with mods. I think it's great. And same with Attila. Like, pure base vanilla. Meh on, like, Attila. But Rome 2, I don't mind. But it's also at the end of the day as well. It's like, as long as you enjoy playing the game and have fun with it. Just because some fucking YouTuber says, oh, you shouldn't play this game, or you're stupid for liking that game. Fuck that. Just play whatever you want. Who cares? But, yeah, just play whatever you want. As long as you're having fun. Doesn't really fucking matter. Like, I don't know. It's that whole fucking thing. It's like, oh, it's cool not to like stuff. Like, oh, Twilight sucks, man. What are you, fucking 13? Who gives a fuck if people like Twilight? Like, you know what I mean? Like, Twilight is shit, man. Like, oh, okay. Like, who gives a fuck if your mum or your sister likes Twilight? Like, holy shit. Same with Total War. Whatever fucking Total War you like, just play it. Who gives a fuck? You having fun? Mix it up. Play different Total Wars. Whatever, bro. My favourite actor is probably Chris Hemsworth. Yeah, he's pretty good. Another... That's probably my favourite Thor quote when he's drinking coffee. Another... Okay. Just arrived. Is this vanilla or modded? This is Darth mod. Welcome to the stream. Welcome, welcome. Yeah. Thanks, Chance, for reminding me. As you come on in, if you haven't already, left the video a like. Really helps out. But so far, with these additional reinforcements, we're doing good. They're now retreating. Right, try and hit their general. Thor, Love and Thunder looks good. Yeah, dude, Taika Waititi's films are great. I love his movies. I don't know if he did What We Do. Did he do the movie What We Do in the Shadows? I know he did Hunt for the Wilder People. Those two movies are fantastic. They're so funny. We are werewolves, not swearwolves. Yeah, if you want to... I was kind of meh about Jojo Rabbit, actually, though. The start of that movie was okay. I thought it would have been better. But yeah, that, What We Do in the Shadows, holy shit. It's about, like, Kiwi vampires living in New Zealand. And it's got Jermaine from Flight of the Conchords. Holy fuck. Same with Flight of the Conchords. That shit's so funny. Ludifa-fa, do-do-do-do-do. Ludifa-fa-fa-fa-fa. Ludifa-fa. Eh, da-da-da-da-da-da. Jus d'orange. Fuck. So fucking stupid. Flight of the Conchords. Holy fuck. That bit. A jus d'orange. Camembert. Fuck. Oh, fuck. I'm making myself laugh just thinking of that fucking grocery scene. Same with, what's his face? Barry. The Toast of London. Some of that, like, that, just sort of that absurd British, like, Kiwi comedy is so fucking funny. Oh, fuck. I can't remember his name, his first name. Someone Barry, some British fucker. John Ham. Clem fucking Fandango. That's another good one. Need to put a tier list of fucking TV shows. Before fucking a Total War one. But yeah, people just, I don't know, people like different things about Total Wars. Like, there's even a whole thing that's like, do you prefer the campaign map or the battles? And then like that influences that as well. Like, I think I get more enjoyment from the campaign map, to be honest. I don't mind the battles. But I think I enjoy the campaign more. I have a lot more fun strategizing and role-playing and, like, obviously, making the plan for the attack and then playing a clutch, like, historical battle, like the Siege of Rome or Carthage. That's a lot of fun. But yeah. I think it's about a 60-40 split when I've seen, like, heaps of people do polls and stuff. That, like, 60% people like the battles, like, 40% like the campaign. I think it also comes from the fact as well that, way back in the day, when I used to play Total War, when I was a kid and in my teenage years, I had crap computers, so I couldn't run the battles. So I had to roleplay and make more of the campaign, because I just had fucking crap PCs, so I was poor as fucking shit. I didn't really later get, like, good quality PCs till I was later. Like, I was playing on laptops and shit. So, like, I could barely run the battles. I think that's where that comes from. Anyway, heroic victory. Or should we be happy with what we got? Because we've done a lot this campaign. We've actually fought Indians, as in Marathons, on the coast here of Maryland. We managed to get rid of the Iroquois. We managed to buy Upper and Lower Louisiana. Like, we're good. It's just going to be a bit of a steamroll from here. Like, we've not just formed the contiguous United States. We've actually gone up into Canada. We've taken a lot of Caribbean territory as well.